How you doing, everybody? Just a couple of quick things that I wanted to just get straightened away in this little update video. There's actually three things, but they might meld into two, depending on how it all goes, because they're all interconnected, but this is really just a cobbled together thing for me because I don't have my note cards or anything to that effect. You can tell this is very quick. And I'm entirely stressed out because I just had to take care of all of my stuff for college. I think I'm all set at this point. I just needed to get a couple of things faxed, which those are in progress right now. And then I'm hopefully all set with everything for school in the fall, but now that that's all out of the way, it's just been a stressful little while, honestly, and I'll tell you kind of why that is as I go along, but let's get right into it. First things first, Metal Gear Rising is currently on hiatus. It's for a few reasons, really. I actually have the footage pretty much all recorded. I actually have to go and record the last chapter of that today, which might be a little bit skewed because I tried to do it last night before going to bed, but I was just so tired and I was playing like shit, and I'm like, this isn't going in. This isn't up to caliber with everything else I was doing in the walkthrough, so I'm just going to re-record it today. So that means that any of the collectibles that I got in the last chapter are going to be missed in the footage. If you need to find them, there's plenty of different guides on YouTube for that whole thing to find them. There's only like a couple of little things that I got anyway that were of note. And actually, I think one of them I can actually get otherwise, so I'm not really too concerned with that. But that's assuming that I even want to continue doing a walkthrough of the game, because I've been thinking about some stuff. This kind of leads into my second topic anyway, sorry. Of the fact that I kind of have felt like more recently that this whole business of doing walkthroughs of games, it doesn't feel as original as I would like my videos to be, because I like my videos being high quality. I like them being, purposeful. I like them being productive, and the playthroughs themselves just aren't doing that for me, especially in games like Metal Gear Rising where I can't really talk over them. So I'm thinking about doing something else with them. I'm not really sure what I want to do with those things yet. I want to do something relating to my major in some way. I want to use psychology. I want to use this, topic that I've learned enough about through school now at this point to kind of, I guess, do something with the footage in some way, and maybe figure out like different reasons why characters are doing things and that sort of stuff with the games that I'm playing. But at this point, I don't really know how I'm going to implement it yet. I don't really know where, how I'm going to use the footage to implement that. I would have to structure it differently than anything else I've ever done yet, and that's going to take a little bit of time for me to figure out. So basically, at this point, I'm just saying I've got Metal Gear Rising on hiatus for right now, until I figure out what it is exactly I want to do with it. I want to do something different than what I've been doing, and I'm not sure what that is yet. Honestly, it's a concept, and it's in here. I just have to get it out here somewhere so I can, get it onto YouTube so I can be productive with stuff. Speaking of productivity, this whole concept of doing something more original and all of that stuff stemmed from me looking at a lot of different channels and seeing a lot of different people doing original things and saying, hey, that guy's got something cool going on. Maybe I should do something like that too, because they get all their videos monetized and stuff like that. And I was thinking about, saying, well, if I wanted to monetize my videos at some point, my gaming videos, I should say, I can monetize my video logs or something like that, but I wouldn't get much money off of them. If I wanted to monetize my videos at some point, what would I have to do? And, well, obviously there's be consistent, which I'm not doing yet. And there's pick a topic and stick to the topic. And at this point, I'm not really doing that either. I mean, I'm doing playthroughs and stuff like that, but that's going to take a while to build a base for. And most channels that I looked at for monetization, they require you have a certain amount of subs, a certain amount of views per day, and that sort of stuff from all the information I got. Now, that wasn't from inside of the companies themselves or the channels themselves that offer these partnerships where you monetize your videos. They don't have set guidelines for people to follow, which is really not good for business, but that's me and my industrial psychology background coming into play, really, because if it's not clear-cut what you have to do to get into the company, how do you figure it out for yourself. What do you do to get into the company? It makes it very confusing for people on the outside. But either way, I resolved at this point, at least, that I don't need to monetize my videos, my gaming videos, and that's for 3 reasons. I'm not consistent, I don't exactly know what I want to do yet, and I don't need the money yet. Now, if push comes to shove and I do need the money at some point, I would like to be both consistent, I guess I gotta put this finger up, consistent and know exactly what type of videos I'm being consistent on before push comes to shove and I have to say, okay, well, you know, I don't have a job in college. Maybe if I use my YouTube channel for a little bit of extra side money, I'll have enough to pay for, you know, basic amenities like food and that sort of stuff in college. And that's a possibility in the future because, like I said, I had to take out loans for the first time this semester, so I want to make sure that I'm covered. And, you know, since this is here, it's something that I put time into, then this is a distinct possibility in the future. But that's all, again, in the future. I don't know if that's going to actually happen yet, but either way, let's move on. Last thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that I am going to be on vacation. Now, this is going up on Thursday. We will actually be leaving at around 6 in the morning, Friday morning. So this is going to be going up by the time you guys see this. I'll either be sleeping or packing for getting ready to go or going itself. This shouldn't affect anything really other than me being able to answer comments and that sort of stuff. All of the Pokemon versus Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald stuff for this week and next week are uploaded, although they are uploaded for Sundays because I wanted to move them to that because of the fact that I was thinking about what I'm going to do when I actually stream multiplayer games, and I'm like, why would I don't want to overload everybody on Saturdays if I'm not going to be doing walkthroughs for a little while. With, you know, a whole session of us playing a game, and then if I'm doing a stream that night, I don't want to be overloading anybody with that, so I wouldn't expect you to be able to follow me for 3.5 or 4 hours on one single day anyway, even if it is a weekend. So I'm moving those to Sunday. The streaming stuff I do want to do, but I figured I'd save that for when I get back from vacation, because there's no point at this point in doing that. And really, I mean, you got to think about it this way. 3 weeks after I get back from vacation, we're going to be back on the 4th. I'm heading off to school, so it's kind of like, you know, I want to get it started before I go back to school, but I don't want to start it now because I kind of can't. I'll be, you know, on vacation pretty soon. So I might take the flip with me. I might not. If I do, I'll definitely record some stuff, but if I don't, well, then I'll tell you guys how it goes and everything like that when we get there. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say for this update. Hopefully it's a little shorter than the rest, but I always say that and it never ends up being shorter. Pokemon Versus stuff is uploading right now. Currently it is like close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so this video probably won't go up until those are done. I'm guessing around 6 or 7 of them at night, and I'll probably be asleep or getting ready to go to sleep at that point so that I can get up at 3:30 to get to the airport. So I probably won't be answering any comments until tomorrow, if at all, while I'm on vacation. It depends on if we can get internet access and all that stuff, because we're going to a condominium and they weren't really clear on whether they have free wireless or free wired internet. So I'm going to take cable with me to make sure, but I don't even know at this point. Either way, that's all I wanted to say. You know, I really want to do something original. I really want to do something unique, and I feel like the way I'm going right now, it doesn't feel as original and unique as I'd like it to be, so I got to think of something else, especially if in the future I ever need to use a little bit of side money for something. I don't know. I'm still living in my parents' house, so I can't really tell you where that side money would go, but I would guess, you know, food and water and shelter and, you know, paying rent and all that stuff. So yeah, want to make it more original before then. I don't know if it's going to involve me moving to a new channel or what, but that's all in the future. That's all for me to figure out, and for you to, you know, you can question it at this point, but I have no idea, and I'll tell you. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated as I go, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I got to get this edited out while it's uploading the rest of the videos, and then I got to record some stuff. Thankfully, I've gotten most of my work done for the day already, so I don't have a million things to do. So this should go up in relatively short order. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.